Ho, 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 ho. Hello. Oh my goodness. We are ready for today. I am jazzed. Today is collision day, boys and girls. Oh my goodness. Think about how great this is going to be today. It's going to be exciting. YouTube. And we're going to YouTube me so I can see chat. Move that here. Copy this, paste this, enter, send. Man, we started late today. Wow. Oh, geez. I didn't realize we were that late. I mean, I knew we were a little late, but man, I need to get into a better habit of that, huh? It's not good. Not good habit. Let me tell ya. Okay, minimize that. Move that here. Move it over here. Lower that quality so my internet doesn't hate me. Okay, that's there. Notifications is myself. Cool. Okay, I think I'm set up. I think I'm getting there. Oh, chat, it's gonna be a good day today. Today is collision day, and you know what that means. It means, background's okay. It means we're gonna have fun. Oh my gosh, how's everyone doing today? Oh, let me just. I don't have any water next to me and my throat has been hurting again. Maybe I'm just, maybe I'm just talking too much, you know? Maybe it's just one of those situations. Okay, let's go here. Oh, all right, let's just breathe. We're gonna be ready today. Today is gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be new. Okay, hold on, let me get boom, boom, boom. Okay, Joe, hello. Welcome to the. Okay, that was weird. Welcome to the programming stream. Okay, we have a new update, but we're not gonna do that. So, play. This is where we're at. So now we have we basically can create bullets, and they all have the correct collision boxes and all that good stuff. So, with that in mind, let's quickly not render every instance of hero collision. In fact, that's going to change immediately. Let's just delete that. And then render my rect. Okay. Okay, that's sweet. Now we have a now we got a game. Oh my goodness. So, hi Joe. The only other thing we have to do today is just collision. I think it's what we're testing. So we're gonna have the very center, because it's a shoot 'em up, right? The whole point of a shoot 'em up is to well, not the whole point, but you generally, the main character only has like a 1 pixel hitbox in the center of the art. That's what we'll do today. And then we're gonna collide against a bullet, and then something's gonna happen, and that'll be what the goal is. So we also may do hero movement as well, because I don't know if I want this matched 1-to-1 with the mouse. It feels a little bit too out of control, a little bit too fast. I feel like it should be less than that. So we'll see. Besides that, I don't know. That might take a while, but now we actually get to do our collision module that we haven't even done. Hero collision, bullet to enemy collision, test hero collision. Cool. Why is that prototyped? Does that need to be prototyped? I don't think so. Okay. What is the first thing we do? I kind of want to really quickly, whenever we have move, rather than make render rectangle equal to where the mouse is and the collision box to where the mouse is. What? Render rect x, mouse x, minus width divided by 2. Wait, what? Yeah, it is the center of the image. Oh, I get it. That's why we want our collision point on the mouse X and mouse Y of hero, because it's going to be the very center of it. Okay, perfect. Fix speed to the direction of the mouse? Yeah, basically. The problem is, well, no, it's not a problem, but the collision box, not the collision box, as we'll find out. It actually should be changed in a second. This is going from a rectangle to an SDL floating point. Do you have a controller? I do have a controller. I have a controller and a mouse, and we're gonna do both inputs. Maro, hello. Chat, what? Oh no, you are in the corner. Oh, you're correct. Hi, hello. So we're gonna be testing both, but basically, whenever we have event type mouse motion, now we're gonna have some sort of acceleration behind it. So, which means we need new variables. We need float velocity X. Do I need a velocity if we're doing some sort of speed for the hero? If it's always just going towards the mouse? Oh, maybe that's a little too complicated to add right now that I think about it. I can't just make this value an escalating value, right? Can I just change this X and Y value? Because all this changes is the rendered rectangle location, right? That's all that does. And we subtract the rendered rectangle width and height by half, so that way the mouse is always in the middle of the image. You would need a max velocity and a unit vector in the direction. Okay, never mind. We're not gonna touch that right now. Let's change some of this to an SDL F point. This is now an SDL F point. Everything else here is the same, except under load game, it's now going to not accept this. It's going to be an SDLF point, which is going to be hero size X, hero size Y. No. It's just going to be 1-1, right? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Do I need to initialize the variable? I guess it's fine. Why doesn't that run? Save? Need a semicolon before the curly brace. Oh, wow. Oh, because I added that in, my bad. Now it works the same. Okay. So now we have a collision point instead of a collision rectangle. So now we're gonna collide. Okay, where's my collision? So collision needs hero, it needs bullets, and it will take enemies. So let's just do that now. Import enemy. Save. Okay, sweet. So now we're gonna collide. Now all this, I'm thinking we're gonna have a Boolean function where we test. Actually, do I even need hero as a parameter if I'm assuming it's always going to be? Well, I guess it is an instance of the hero object, and we could have multiple hero objects on the screen, technically, right? You would multiply the velocity scalar by the unit vector. That would get you to the next state. That is something that's a little complicated for right now, but I'm thinking we need the vector for the hero object we want to test, the vector for the bullet object we want to test, or I guess all the bullets. The thing is there's a little twist. Not only do we need a point in the rectangle to test, we also, incidentally, when we made our bullet class, we also defined a boundary. This boundary gets made when we create boundary rectangle, and all that does, it creates this, and then it references that, correct? Yes, it references the collision rectangle in this function, and all it does is return another rectangle that's 1.5 times bigger. Ooh, is that correct? Yeah, so the X value, the Y value, the X value, the Y value is all going to be multiplied by 1.5 floating. That doesn't seem correct. So basically it's 50% bigger is what I'm going for, but that's not really what I'm doing here. I'm just moving the whole box down and to the right by 50%. So maybe let's be a little bit careful here. So what I should be doing That's the X value. That's the Y value. Yeah, that's XY. 4 and 3 should have the exact same number because 4 and 3 is the top right. No, that's bottom left. Yes, it is bottom left because that's the X value. And 3 is the Y value of the top right. So they are the same values. Except they're not moving in the same direction, huh? Ooh. Code Toil, hello. So all we're doing now is creating a boundary rectangle outside of the collision rectangle of a bullet. And the idea is that within that range, that boundary rectangle is when we start iterating and testing for collision, right? Otherwise, I'm not even gonna bother. And the goal is to make that rectangle 50% bigger. So maybe what we do is we make this new rect equal to hitbox, and we just call the resize collision rectangle function. Maybe that's what we do. Because we've already figured out how to resize something. So where's my SDLX this? So we've already figured out how to do that. So maybe let's just call that function then, huh? Which means I have to prototype it because I can't just call that. So instead of this, we call resize col rectangle parameter. Oh, do I not need that? Oh, based. So now we need new rect. The new width and the new height is going to be 50% wider than the current line, which is just the X and Y value of the rectangle in the width and height, right? So it's new rect 0.3. Hold on, 0, 1, 2. So it's 2 is the width. And then the height is new rect bottom right. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is bottom right of the rectangle. And that's just the height. And then that's it. And then this is going to be new rect equals this, and then it's going to return new rect. So now we resize this when we create the collision boxes for it. So now our boundary angle is always, wait, no, this is wrong. I want new width and new height. So it's this times 50%, right? Multiplied by 1.5. I think that's what I want, right? Because now I'm multiplying by 50%. So now it's 50% bigger on all sides. It's resized it outward, and it's all relative to where it was before, so that shouldn't be an issue. Code Toil. So I think this is correct. So now we've correctly resized the boundary angle, and this boundary angle is called... Ooh, hold on, we got bugs everywhere. What's going on? Create collision rectangle is not... is undefined. Wait, what? What's wrong here? Is it because resize collision rectangle is not... isn't, whatever? Are we happy now? Yeah, I needed to prototype it. Okay, so we have our bullets. Now the goal is to get everything to collide. So now we have a boundary angle, a rectangle that's 50% bigger than the hitbox of the bullet. We have a point on the hero. We're going to test point and rect on. Okay, juicy. Okay, now we cannot just basically here we're going to return true if, you know, all that stuff. We're going to have if I need a Boolean function. This is not going to be a Boolean, is it? Return true if there's a collision, return false if there isn't. I guess that's fine. But nested within that, we also need... We need a function under bullet or hero that says, or maybe even under collision, that says, is hero in boundary box? Point and rect. If it is, then run test hero collision. So maybe what we do... How do I do this? Bold White Dragon, hello, hello, how's it going? Welcome to the Vibe stream. I'm debating whether or not to have everything in just one big test hero collision function, or if I should separate it into a Boolean, is hero in boundary area? If so, then use this function to test for hero collision. I could just have a if hero dot m underscore collision underscore. What is that called? I'm sorry, I forgot the name of the thing. Yeah, m collision underscore. If hero has no member, hero allocator has no member for m collision. Oh, I know what I have to do. It needs to be hero vector hero dot m underscore collision. Wait, how do I reference an object within that vector? I do need to pass the whole vector. I could just do hero. Oops. Hero, hero, like that, and then do hero. Oh, that is what I do, huh? Expression must have a bool type or be converted to bool. Is equal to... Ah, so that does work. Okay, so I need individual object hero and then the whole vector bullet array we're gonna be testing. Okay, sweet. Bracket? No, it's not a bracket. It's a, this is correct. I need to just have a hero object because we're not passing the whole hero vector. Although I probably should because we might have more than one hero object we're testing collisions on. But we'll keep this for now. We're just gonna have an individual hero object and then we're gonna test the whole vector to iterate through. Plus, it's easier to make an iteration if it's just one solid object against a vector rather than having a whole vector iterated against a whole vector. It's probably wiser to do it this way. So we have hero m collision, and what are we testing here? If that dot x, you know what? Here, we are gonna have a separate function here. We're gonna have a bool. We're gonna have lots of bools here. We're gonna have bool, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna export test hero collision. Export is not allowed. Damn. Really? Why? Okay, so we're gonna have a bool. Oh, I see, because I messed up the syntax. Now export's allowed. Okay, sweet. So now we're gonna have a bool, and we're gonna call this rect boundary. And all this is gonna take is just a hero object and std vector bullets. Okay. And all this is gonna test is if the hero is in the boundary rectangle of any instance of bullet, okay? So if not an if, it's a for loop. If hero, or for hero No, it's not a hero object. We're iterating here, right? So it is a for loop. So I guess I do want int I then, huh? So int I is equal to 0. I is less than bullets dot max size? Is that what I do? Less than equal to max size? Is that the right thing? Okay, how do I just want to know the max size of it. Return the number of elements in a container. Okay, so this is correct. Num contains num size elements. So that just returns an integer of some kind. So this does seem correct. So we're just getting the max size of the bullets and then plus I. Now, that iterates through all the bullets. And all this is just testing if hero is in the boundary box of any of these. And if it is, then run the collision function. But are we really doing that every frame? We have to iterate though, right? I guess I could make it simpler. I guess I could make it just testing. Well, this is a Boolean value. Do I really need to iterate every frame? Every instance of bullet on the screen? That seems like a waste. Might as well just test for collision at that point. I was thinking we would just have a Boolean value of is Boolean true or false? Is the hero within the boundary box of anything? If it is, then test for collision of that object. But if I'm iterating every frame anyway, I would just test for collision on the whole screen, but this seems like a waste. So what's a better way to do this? Could I make... I guess it's hard because every instance of boundary box is its own instance, right? How do you test if it's in the boundary box? Well, without iterating, that's what we're figuring out. By having them by distance? I could do it by distance. I was thinking is because our bullet object is going to have a boundary box that's 50% bigger than the rendered box on the screen for the collision box, I mean. It's 50% bigger than the collision box. The goal is hero in a boundary box? If it is, then iterate for collision. The whole goal here is I don't want to iterate on the whole screen. I just want to iterate within a certain distance of enemy. Of bullet. So back to radius. The radius of BB inscribed in a circle for this distance. How do you connect into a Prime account and get that icon? I think you have to be a Prime sub for... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Joe's on it, baby. What's that symbol Brownie Man has? Twitch recap 2023? Oh, did you make it on someone's chat on the screen or something? Okay. Well, I was thinking we would do this on the bullet. The reason being is I can also apply this function to my bullets. And the difference would be I would copy and paste that function and I would just have it applied to the enemy. I don't want the enemies to have like its own I just want collision to be local to bullets. That's the goal here. So I guess without iterating, I guess it does have to be within a certain distance of the hero object. But how do I make it within a certain distance of a bullet object? Because at that point, why even have the outer boundary box of a hitbox? You know, you might as well just not have that and just test within a certain distance of the hero object. But is there a cleaner way to do that? Or maybe that is the clean way. I'm just thinking. What if... I just don't want to make it dependent on where the hero object is test collision. I want to make it local to the bullet. If the bullet is near a hero object within the boundaries of the rectangle, that boundary rectangle, then test for collision. It just makes my life so much easier if that's the case. That's kind of what I'm going for here. I don't know. It's hard to say. Oh, so how do we test that? We could have it. We could have it where... Well, no, we have to iterate then, don't we? If I make it bullet dependent, we're always iterating. But how do I check for that without iterating? I could... No, I don't like that. I could just make it like... Not a global, not a... What do you call it? A singular or whatever? I was about to say, we could just have like a global thing that just checks, is hero in any defined boundary box on the screen? Yes, because we know what a boundary box is because it's a collision rectangle. It's this, it's the S standard array float 8. Is hero in any standard array float 8 that is derived from bullet? If so, then test. The problem is you're still iterating, aren't you? Singleton is not the right thing here, I think. Also, singletons suck. Yeah, but they have their uses. Prime sub is not available in my country. I'm from India. Oh, it's okay, Bold White Dragon. I appreciate it. I know I kind of keeping an eye on the conversation. Don't worry about VPNs. It's okay. It's the thought that counts. I appreciate it. Don't worry. I don't need your Prime sub. Honestly, you just being here just helps. Viewers beget viewers after all. Well, putting that aside for a second, now we iterate. Okay, so let's assume this does return true. So return true. So let's say this does return true. So now, now we do the int I is equal to 0. I is less than equal to bullets dot max size. Whoops. Plus I. So now we iterate for every bullet within that boundary. I'm wondering if what we do instead is when we test for the boundary rectangle, if that returns true, then within a certain distance of the hero, test for collision. The problem with that is that if we ever have a bug where the hero is accidentally in a boundary box somewhere that we've defined, like what if we have walls in the game and we have to test for collision there, and I also have a boundary box there. When I'm within a distance of the boundary box, I do need to be a location around the hero that we test for collision anyway. But how do I make that not? Ugh. There are data structures that might be useful for this. I'm wondering if we're just rediscovering the wheel here. I wonder if the correct move is hero within certain distance of the bullet, then test for collision. Damn, all that effort for a boundary box and I just don't need it. We'll find a use for it, I'm sure. BST for the distance of the bullets, but optimization should be done later. BST for the distance of the bullets? Huh? Okay, so let's iterate first, just to test for collision at all. Test for it if hero dot Oh gosh, if hero dot width, if hero collision rect dot x is less than is greater than the y value of, hold on, no, let's be careful. Every instance of bullet is going to have, we don't have lines here. We don't have the point and rect function anymore for SDL, because this is not an SDL rectangle we're colliding against. It's a rotated rectangle. In which case, I can't just use the y and x values there. It has to be a line between them. Uh-oh. If I have a rotated rectangle, what is the line between them? The line between them would be some value. Oh gosh. What am I defining the boundary as? Because I can draw the rectangles, just a line between them, but how do I define that in terms of programming if a point is inside of those 2 points? I wonder if this is where we start looking online, because it feels like this is definitely something that's been figured out a lot. So army collision rectangle C++. I know we're looking at this again, but come on, it's good practice here. Collision detection, no. What if we draw a parallelogram with the same angle and width as the bullet hitbox? Then you can only need to check for collision if heroes in the path of the bullet. Oh, wait, hold on. No, we've done this before. Hold on, paint. So what if we do this, okay? This is our collision box for a hero. It's just a single point, right? And we have a rotated rectangle of some kind that's colliding with it. So what if we do this? The old, like, take the X values, take the Y values. If the point here collides with both the X and the Y, successful collision. I think that's how you have to do it, right? And it's always going to be opposite rectangles, correct? The problem is we have to be careful not to use these. So it's almost like we're going to have to like test this and this, whichever one is bigger, use that number, compare it to the Y value of this, and this, whichever one's longer, use the Y value. Then of these two X and Y values, compare it to this. If this is greater than this, less than this, greater than this, less than this, then collide. Is that the easiest way to do this? I don't know how else I would do it. What are you doing? Basically, the idea is that we need to collide point and rectangle, but we're going to make our own collision function because we can't use the SDL one because that assumes straight, like, horizontal rectangles. So the idea here is we're going to take the Y value, the X value, and then we're going to compare the X and Y value to that point within a certain distance of the point. And if it's successful, true, then we return true. There is collision. I don't know how else we would be able to do it. The angle one is easier to implement, done in a shader before for fun. The easiest is to sum all of the angles of each point, then it should be 360. There's a formula for that? Yeah, but let's figure it out ourselves before we cheat. How can I determine whether a 2D point is within a polygon? All right, that was my solution. Let's see how close I was. For graphics, I'd rather not prefer integers. Yeah, use floats, right? You have these points. That means X. Yeah, okay. If point is less than X, greater than X. Okay, that's easy if it's a straight rectangle or something, right? But what if that rectangle is then rotated? Oh, Oh, no, that doesn't matter because X min and X max implies the same thing. It's the lowest X and the highest X. Oh, it doesn't matter if it's rotated. Oh, that's easy. That's so easy. Okay, then you have this problem, but we don't have to worry about like conclaves and all that. All right, sweet. Oh, that's easy. Okay, so all you're doing, you don't even need to do the comparison shit. Just take the lowest X value on the polygon, well, in our case, a rectangle, the highest X value, the lowest Y value, the highest Y value, check if the point is in between them, collide. Okay, that's easy. I can do that. Nah? How about I nah you? Keep scrolling? Oh, wait, what? No, Gary? What do you mean no? That was like the answer. Okay, keep scrolling. I think the following piece of code is the best solution. Okay, so iterate if that array number is less than if, okay, so this is the same thing. It's the whole like check min, max, min, whatever. Math minimize, math ec. Okay. This feels like it's just the same thing. I think I'm correct. I'm gonna do this. Okay, I think I'm correct. That is to show whether it could collide. Nice optimism. Let's see where the mistakes can happen. Exactly, Malphabeth. Exactly. So let's do this. We're gonna need the max X. How do I grab that? Bullet dot, well, bullet bracket. Fuck, bullets bracket I dot collision dot X dot, fuck, dot X. Oh no, there is no dot X. The collision box is an array. So how do we grab that from an array? I mean, worst case scenario, we just compare all 4 X values and just grab the minimum one. Do I need to make a temporary vector and then assign? This seems super taxing on my system to have an iteration of an iteration to see the maximum and minimum X values and the maximum and minimum Y values of a rectangle. And we do that. And if that's true, then we compare it to a point. So we iterate there, sort of. It's 2 iterations, but just get the lowest even index, right? Yeah. Oh, this is like a C++, like you're learning it kind of test, huh? Given an array of 8 values, find the lowest even and the lowest odd and the highest even and the highest odd. Actually, no, that's not what you would do. You would find the lowest of the even iterators. And the lowest of them. Oh gosh, hold on. This is like a C++ like student question. Given an array of 8 elements, grab the lowest and highest number of the even elements and the lowest and highest number of the odd elements. That seems like the whole test. So how would we do that? We'd iterate through each point in bullets, where I guess we do if statements. If I modular 2, then do this. Else if I modular 2 equals 0, do this. Except this should be if it's equal to, if it's not equal to 0, we'll put that. Okay, is that a clean way to do it? It must be, right? I guess I just have two separate if statements. Or I guess else if is always what we do here. Gary, have you never found the lowest element of an array? I know how to do that, but the problem is we're not just finding the lowest element of the array. We're finding the lowest element of every even digit of the array, and then finding the lowest element of every odd element in the array, and then we're finding the highest of each. So that's the idea here. Now, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing, bullets I.M collision dot y, or whatever we're gonna do. So this is gonna be bracket number. Oh God, it's gonna be a different number. It's gonna be like, oh no, how do I iterate through that? Is it another for loop? Are we running like 5 for loops every time we test for a collision? Holy shit. If it's only 8, why don't you just hard code it? Is that the correct move? STD or standard min max. That would do that for every even and odd number. If I may interject for a moment. No, by all means. Wait, what does that do? Dot min max. Is that a thing? Is it min underscore max? STD min max. Oh. What is even this? Okay, I don't have that option. Maybe it's a C++ 23 thing, but the idea here is now this is going to contain the numbers 0 through 8. But I guess I can't just do I, right? Because I is already going through bullets, but that may only be like 2 bullets. Are you testing for collision or are you testing for boundary? Right now, we're just going to do collision. And then once we have that down, then we'll test for boundary. But right now, it just always returns true. This is going to be much simpler. This is like if boundary is it's going to be a lot simpler. We're not going to iterate over every bullet on the screen. Within the distance of a hero, is this within boundary? If it is, then do this. Since you could just have bullets, a binary tree of distance. Midnight Royal Afton, hello. Yeah, we've been through this before. Well, it was easier last time. STD min, STD max. What does that do? STD min is not a member. Oh, no, I have import STD. It should work. STD min does not work. STD max? That works. Overloaded function. Okay. So I'm assuming that's STD max of bullets. Bracket I? No, that doesn't work. Okay, hold on. Nah, we just won't use that. Yeah, we've been through this before, sorta. Since you could just have the bullets a binary tree of distance. Have you imported IOStream? Yeah, we have import STD, which takes care of all standard library stuff. I think the only exception is like debugging and it was debugging and something else. It was like 4 different imports now for the standard library. This is most of it. Like this takes care of math and chrono and IO stream and linear algebra. By the way, I looked through the C++ 26 features. Did you know STD? There's an import lin algebra that's gonna be a thing later, or include linear algebra for C++ 26. Yo, dude, there's like scaling and translating and all that shit. Yeah, STD lin alg. Oh, dude, I could have just used that for the collision rectangles. That would have been based. I've been busy all day and I still have more things to do tomorrow, and it's night right now. Ah! The circle suggestion? Oh, no, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, linear algebra is used a lot in graphics. Yeah, found that shit out. Holy shit. Okay, I'm making this too complicated, I think. But I think this is what we do. So. I think we have a Boolean value here of no, this is correct. Then we grab, I mean, I guess I can hard code it. I mean, I guess I can hard code it. I mean, people are saying, you know, a thing. 2, 4, 6. This is the X values. No, wait, does not equal 0. So if we're on element 0, wait, what am I doing here? This is grabbing the min. If I have this, I mod 2 does not equal 0. That implies if it's an odd number, do this. So I guess I do want this to be equal to 0 first. Is 0 divided by 2 0? Yes. I think that is what that means. And this is going to be not equal to 0. So this is going to be copy, paste, 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay. So that's the thing. We're going to grab the minimum and maximum of each one depending on what this needs. Just use a simple rectangle test then? It's not that easy because we could have rotated rectangles. Yeah, that is true. What's up said it best. We have a rectangle that for our purposes is a rectangle for collision, but it's not really a rectangle. It's translated like a rectangle. It's resized like a rectangle, but it really is just 4 points. So the goal here is we're going to use the collision function to make it a rectangle by grabbing the min x and y values and max x and y values and whatever. I hate being busy. I haven't been able to talk to my friends, but now I finally started to talk to someone, which is you. Oh, thank you, I think. Show him, Gary. Show him what I did. Oh, this? Oh, shit. Look at that. Look at these rotated rectangles. Oh, it's so beautiful. And our goal here is to be able to run up to the hero and be a boop and just have a collision. But that's what we're working on right now. Where's the collision box? Oh, I commented it out. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Here. Boom. Drawn. But hold on. Let me make it not green. Maybe that'll help. We'll make it red again. Go. There you go. There's your cute little collision boxes. It's kind of hard to see. I agree. But let me pause it. Okay. Now you see, if you look closely, there are red squares on the bullets. Those are the collision boxes. Which, as far as we're concerned, is accurate enough for what it needs to be. Hot looking collision boxes? Yeah, thank you! It's not super accurate, I agree, but for our purposes, it's enough. It's fine. It's totally okay. And it's off by like 1 pixel on like the left side, but that's it. Then use Minkowski some collision detection then? The fuck? Mike Wazowski collision? Mike Wazowski made a collision box? Cute. I wish the operator in C++ for custom overloaded functions like the dot prod and matrix multiplication. The screen is frozen to me. Oh, like this? Did that scare you? Oh. I can't send the link. Oh, it's okay. I don't see anything blocked, but no, it's fine. Oh, you did. I'm sorry. I just saw that. Man, I guess I did miss that. Hopefully I don't miss anything else. The other one. Well, let's not cheat yet. Let's give this a fair shake first. And then we'll worry about changing shit. Okay, so we have our, where's our collision module? There. Okay, so now we're actually gonna test if those little red rectangles can collide with the hero. So we have our even numbers, the X values, and we have our Y numbers. How do we find the minimum and maximum of those? Is this like the job of like a ranged for loop or something? Or is there like, is there like 0, 2, 4, 6, and then have like a STD min that? Can I do that? 4 overloads. No instance of overloaded function matches the argument list. Min in C++. What do you actually do? stdmin defines a header file algorithm used to find out the smallest number passed into it. It returns the first of them. If there's more than one, it can be used the following 3 manners. It compares the 2 numbers passed into its arguments and returns the smaller of the 2. If both are equal, return the first one. Oh, it's always 2 numbers. That's not helping. I need like 4 numbers. So what's the actual thing here? Comp AB. There. STD min. Oh, it's per comma. Ew, that's so gross. So you're telling me, oops, that this should be comma this, comma this, comma this, and this is going to be 6. Does that work? No. Argument types are float, 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 float. Does that not do floats? It's an overloaded function. It's a template. Oh. Whoa, that wind! Oh my god, it's so windy out, I can hear a noise in my window. Why even have a loop if you're gonna hard code it? Check. Bye, I have to go because I am busy. I will try to come to your streams at night. If I can't, I will come in and like the video and leave, but I might be, but no, it's okay. Hey, no worries. I'm here to entertain, not be a religion. Do whatever you want. Check std min element. Min function takes 2 arguments, not 4. But it takes +4 overloads. It should be able to do this, shouldn't it? Hold on. It should be able to take more than... Change declaration definition, move definition, change signature. It should be able to take more than that, right? All right, min in C++. I know it's geek for geeks, but whatever. Hold on. Okay. std min, finding the smallest of all the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, -1, 7. Oh, that's different context than I thought it would be. C++ program to demonstrate the use of this. Defining the binary function. Compare int A, int B. Return int A is less than B. Finding the smallest of all numbers. std min, this function. What? template, context T min, comp is optional and can be skipped, an initializer list object, the smallest of all the values. Initializer list, compare comp. So I can do something like curly braces, comma, or is that it? Oh, that works? Oh, that worked. Oh shit, it just needed curly braces. That's weird. You put it in curly braces, so it's initializer list? Yeah. I just got distracted by Incluer's stream, so I went there for a few minutes. Muthu Vishal! Oh my goodness, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Check the min element function. Use the min element, that's what you're looking for. He's not listening. Yeah, that happens. So you guys want std min element unchecked. Or I'm assuming that's it, huh? It always goes to unchecked. Why? Oh, because it's capitalized. So min element is a thing. So now we're just going to copy and paste this. That doesn't work. For calculating the smallest elements in a given list, we have std min. But what if we want to find the smallest element not in the whole list, but in a subsection of the list? Ah, that's what we want. Okay, that's based. So min works. What does std min return? We'll find that out, but I think this is what we should be doing is min element, because min works if you need the entire list, like a ranged for loop where you just don't have like a section of it like iterated in, just the whole list. If we want the whole list tested for minimum, that's what we would do. But min element is what we want, which is a subsection of a vector. You hand it in a beginning and an end, it will return the deuce type of float, I think. Oh no, that doesn't help. We want even numbers. Oh, disgusting. Shit, maybe we do want min then. Min element, forward iterator first, forward iterator. Oh, it's just a ranged for loop. Oh, not what I wanted. Returns the pointer, it returns a pointer to the smallest element in the range. And in case there was more than one such element, it points to the first one. It points to the last in case the range is empty. I mean, it sounds like what we want. So we have a vector array of these values. Not a vector array. I just did a lot of incorrect things there. He has a C style array with those values. Then we have a pointer called I1. And then I1 is equal to the minimum element of this plus 2, which is here. And V plus 5, which is 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So it should return 2. Yeah, okay, that's not what I want. What I want is every other element in here to be tested. That's difficult. Just code it yourself. It's really easy. You can just write an even iterator and an odd iterator. Ah! Okay, here's what we do. What if we do this? std min element, taking the values, I know what we do. std vector, no. This will always be an array. So array, and it's gonna take float values, and there's gonna be 4 elements. And we're gonna call this x, min, and max. And then we're gonna do the same thing here with the y value. Okay, now we're gonna iterate. I don't need min element. No, yes I do, but we're gonna test it later. It's after this first for loop. So all we're doing here is just getting the even and whatever things here. So what we're gonna do is, we're already iterating here. So if it's mod 0, then we're gonna add x min and max array size fuck. It's not gonna be I. It's like I divided by 2. I know this isn't correct. I know this is not correct. I get it. We'll come back to that. Make it equal to bullets I. Bullets dot I? No, bullets. Fuck. Basically that array size, or that where, whatever. I know. Dot M underscore collision underscore dot I. Has no member collision? Wait, what's it called? Rotation point ID M underscore collision underscore. But this is kind of what I'm thinking, right? Is that, I know this is incorrect, but is we make that spot of the array equal that. You can use an array of pointer and use comp lambda. We're not breaking into lambdas, okay? Have this check if I mod 2 is equal to 0, it's even. If I mod 2 is equal to 1, it's odd. There, is that better? Well, hold on. Is 1 divided by 2 equal to 1? Because remember, this is an array of 0 through 7. So 7, 5, and 3 will be fine when you divide it by 2. But if the array size is of element 1 or 2, it's the second element, right? It's going to have the label of 1 as I, though. And you divide by 2, that's not going to be equal to mod 1, right? Because 1 divided by 2 is 0.5, so we do want not equal 0. One mod 2 has a remainder of 1. What? Why is it 1 indexed? Because it's an 8. Because it's an 8 element rectangle. XY value of each point in the rectangle. Want to see something neat? You can do a for loop with a reference to the object like auto at I bullet. Oh God. Okay, hold on. We're getting, you guys are way assuming how good I am at C++, okay? You can use an else and get rid of the else if, so 0 indexed. Yeah, I guess I could just have else there. But I think it's easier to read if we have this, isn't it? Isn't it easier to read if we have this on the screen? I guess I could just have comments, but I don't know. Like, is that really easier to read? And then it's gonna be the same thing here. I guess I could just have like a count or something like that. So like int count equals 0. And then at the end of it, count plus plus. No, I don't want that. Not count. Something like array location. This is equal to array location. Array location. The problem is how do I increase that every time? But we have to access these differently. I guess I could just do something like array. Oh, I know. X array location. Plus plus. Yeah. And that way, now I can copy, paste, Y. This is now X. Whoops. X array location. This is now Y array location. And then plus plus Y array location. Okay, sweet. Now, how do I get that specific box of bullet. That's gonna be hard. Oh God. I'm not doing the bullet vector here. I'm doing... Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. How do I even do this? The collision is made at the attack time, which means bullets never touches that, which means I need the attack module. Oh no. I need the bullet list vector. Not bullet list vector. I need the to render bullet list vector. I need spawn bullet. That's what I need. Oh no, that is a bullet vector. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's okay. But why isn't that getting me the M collision box then? Is it like arrow? Is applied to bullet vector location. Oh. Well, no, that is a bullet vector location. Is applied to SD vector bullet, allocator bullet instead of to pointer type. I was happy for finally seeing another C++ streamer, and then I looked at your font. How do you read that? Cypher Proto! Your name reminds me of Proto Man. This is ink-free, size 10 bold, and I think it's cute. Else is easier to read because all programmers know this pattern. Oh, okay, based. I haven't learned hardware yet, but I heard through the grapevines that compares with 0 use less CPU cycle, but don't quote me on that. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Performance-wise, cache optimization matters so much more. I don't know what that means. The compiler will optimize it, so don't worry about it. Okay, base. That's what I heard. Hold on, chat. I have a quick question. Okay, C++ nerds, I need you to explain something to me. Hold on. I read something today on that, not this. Not this. Not this. This. Okay, I read something today on the whole core guidelines things, and it was on, what was it? It was on performance. I remember that. It was about performance. There we go, per performance. Okay, so there was a thing here, and I have a really quick question. Okay, so, what was I looking at? I was looking at a function, and I was like, well, how is this better? Was it performance? Access memory concurrency, parallelism, avoid data races. This is like multi-threading. Don't use volatile. Hold on, let me look at something here. Introduction philosophy. No, not that. It was it error handling? Oh, it was error handling. That's right. Okay, that's right. It was error handling. Use RAII. Okay, this is what my question is. Okay, this is error handling question. Okay, please help me. It says use RAII to prevent leaks as like best practice for C++. Okay. Now I understand it. So what it does, it gives me bad examples, and it goes from bad to still bad to less bad to like kind of good but not great, and then it's like best example. It gives you like 5 examples here. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I don't know what it's trying to say as we get better and better about this. So this says saying this is a bad function because of a possible leak, right? So you have a raw pointer pointing to an array spot. Then it's throw bad because you could have a possible leak. Okay, easy, right? Then you have clumsy and error prone, explicit release. So you have a pointer pointing to an array. If this happens, then delete P, throw bad, which is whatever, right? So now you have an explicit call to delete P, but it's clumsy and error prone, so they don't like it, okay? And it's verbose. Okay, now as we get a little better here, okay, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little confused about what's going on. So this one is okay, resource management done by a handle, but see below. So this is auto P instead of pointer. Then you have a make unique with this object type 12, so rather than pointing to like this raw ass array, you have this, then whatever, right? Same thing, but you have a make unique pointer. Okay, understood. But now you get to the weird shit. This is resource management done by a handle, but see below. Then you have auto, make unique, helper I, might throw? And then the best practice, get this. Okay, resource management done by a local object. Now you have vector of object type int called vector 12, helper I. Now, what the fuck does that, how does that have anything to do with pointers? How is this better resource management? Why is it replacing an auto p, make unique pointer and all that? How is that replaced by a vector? What does that mean? Don't take best serious? Well, I take it serious when I don't understand why. The delete array operator can be missed, so unique pointer cleans it up after it leaves the scope. Okay, that makes sense to me. Vector int v12 does a vector allocated size 12, so it's the same essentially. I don't know, it looks to me like this could all be avoided by having a simple assert case, and it can't be leaked. So you're saying here, when we have a standard array, which for all intents and purposes is a vector that's not dynamic, I don't need to explicitly call to delete this array. When we leave the scope of this function, the array deletes itself because we are outside of the scope. Is that correct? But if I did something like, you know, int I pointer equals array test bracket size 4, if I did that, this, I mean, I know this is wrong, but whatever, bear with me a second. This is something I have to explicitly delete because then I have like an issue. Granted, std array is different than standard vector, but it doesn't allocate it at all. It doesn't allocate at all? Wait, hold on. It must. Hold on. Where is it? Give me it. I wish I could see the memory stuff. That would have been cool. Really? This doesn't take any... This must. It's a piece of data. It must allocate something. This is a big topic. RAII is one way to manage resources if it's not necessarily the best. The problem is exceptions. In C++, exception is very hidden, so some functions throw in between your new and delete. Then you have a leak. You can put scope guard against that, make a defer feature. std array is just on the stack. What, it's like a cache thing? Is that what it is? No, stack doesn't have anything to do with cache. Stack is different from the heap. The heap is things for the compiler to do, and the stack is something the compiler can grab at different places as necessary. It exists. It's like, instead of like a queue, it's like an operation that just you can access at any point. Is that a rough understanding? Is that like a good beginner level understanding of what the difference of a stack versus the heap is? There's a plugin for it, and I'm not sure what it's called. Bro, this is too complicated for me now. I would not even pay attention to this now. Man, I wish there was a way in C++ to be like, make all variables const until I tell you not to. I wish there was a way to just do that. Oh, baby, wouldn't that be juicy? Okay. So I need access to this collision box. Clearly, we're having issues here because this is type bullet because we have two vectors of type bullet. We have our bullet list and we have our spawn bullet. Spawn bullet has the collision box. Bullet list does not, or at least it has the correct one. So this should be spawn bullet. So why doesn't it read the collision box? Is this like a syntax issue? Vector bullet, std allocator bullet has no member M collision. But when I go here, I do have that M collision. So how do I access that standard array under this struct? We do create the collision box at attack time, so it does exist. Why doesn't it grab it? What is the syntax here? Operator arrow or arrow pointer. Oh, is it the address of it? No. This should be the address of this vector, correct? We're not passing the whole vector through. Also, this should be const because we're only reading. Oh, I can't const a vector? Ew. It's disgusting. Bullets is a vector. Bullets I dude. No, that doesn't work. Unless I save it. No, this doesn't work, right? Dot M. Oh! Oh! That's awkward. Woof. Oh. Oh dear. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. This is correct, because it is going through the bullet list. This is gonna be a problem, because there's 8 elements here. Oh no, this is fine. These are always gonna be equal. Why do these have 2 different... Oh. Oh God. Is this correct? Because we have a vector of this bullet, and then we have a vector of the collision box. Are these always gonna be the same? No, they are not gonna be the same, because 2 different bullets in the vector can have a rotated box, and this would bring a different value. So this needs to have a separate bracket. Oh my God, that's so complicated. Bruh, you think about RAII when you actually feel comfortable with C++? Ah, what are you saying, Overlord Vim? Are you saying something? Are you saying you're a dirty Vim user? By the way, what's up? I read your comment there about new delete. I get it. Thank you. Just wanted to make sure you didn't feel left out. Rule of 5, though, is more of a C++ semantic thing. Well, might as well get good practice now. X min and max's size is 4, and bullets I and collision size I is A. Anyway, don't worry about RAII too much if you don't feel comfortable. Well, we're learning. This is a learning experience as much as it is me making my first game, you know? Yeah, and I don't know about RAII and all the other things. Yeah, no shame in it. So the problem is, Yara, that's not correct. Well, just to be clear, I can't do I and I, because I is iterating through, or it's supposed to only be iterating through every instance of a rendered bullet on the screen for that frame. Now, the problem with that is that if we shoot out 100 bullets in one frame, that means that vector is going to be going through 100 bullets. So I can go upwards of, actually, I can go up to like a lot, and well, up to 4 billion or however much an int is. So this can't go up to that. It must be, do we need another variable? I guess we do. So we need, oh my God, is this another iteration? We have to iterate through all the elements of M collision. I think we need another for loop here that makes this iterate through all 8 elements of this. Oh my God. Oh, this is so unnecessarily complicated for me. I int j equals 0. J is less than equal to bullets. No. Yes. Bullets I dot M collision underscore J semicolon plus plus j. Do this thing. Oh my goodness. Is that my answer right there? And then this is j. That must be it. What are you trying to do? So the idea here, oh God. Okay, so basically we're trying to make our own point in rect collision thing, right? The problem is that these rectangles are rotated. Almost all of them are. So what we're trying to do is in a rectangle, you have 4 points that are X and Y values. Organized by 0, 1 is the XY value of the top left, 2, 3 is the XY value of the top right, etc., etc. So the idea here is what we're gonna do is we're gonna iterate through in every instance of bullet, right? We're gonna go through if I mod 2 is equal to 0, then we're gonna create an array that stores all of the X values. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the Y values, right? And the idea behind that is now that we have 2 arrays of size 4 that contain the X values and the Y values of the rectangle you're colliding against, we're gonna take the minimum, we're gonna take the maximum of each X and Y value, and if the hero point, the collision point, because it's a floating point that is the hitbox for the hero, that's how the game is gonna be designed. If that point is greater than the minimum X and less than the maximum X, and greater than the minimum Y and less than the maximum Y, then there has been a collision, because that means the point is in the rotated rectangle. That is what I'm trying to do. That's kind of the goal here. I thought you were trying to assassin an array one way or the other. I just didn't think I'd need like 5 iterations that are nested in each other, you know? So I need this to be copied. So we're gonna have another for loop with some value in there. And then this is gonna be of bullet type I dot M collision J. Okay, so that's what we do here. So we iterate 8 times every time we have a bullet in here. Luckily, we're only doing this hero collision, this expensive hero collision function, this giant bool. We only do that whenever the hero is very, very close to a hitbox. So it shouldn't be that taxing. Hopefully. Worst case scenario, we run up to a bullet and it crashes the game. But like, I have a 40-90. What are the chances of that, you know? So now we have our even values and our X values and our Y values. So now we have our full thing here. So we're now outside of the for loop. Okay, so now we're gonna test std min elements parentheses x min and max 0. Can I just like 0, 1, 2, 3? Is that like a thing I can do? C++, please? Wait, min elements, sorry. What? What? Wait, that is the syntax, right? It's min underscore element, or is it one word? std boom boom min element? No, that's it. It must be. Maybe this is like an IntelliSense issue with modules. So the bullet will clip through the length divided by 2 inside of the entity before you will realize you'll have hit someone. The bullet will clip the length divided by 2 inside of the entity before you will realize you have hit someone. Well, that's fine, Overlord Vim. That's the design of the game. In a shoot 'em up, I think it's wise to have a point, a singular pixel on the screen where you can actually get hit, as long as it's clearly defined to the player. Now, we can have art that's much bigger than that point, okay? But the actual collision box is just a point. That's the way Toho games are designed, right? You have an anime girl with a diaper on her head, and That's fine and all, but the actual point that you can get collided with is in the middle of her belt or something like that, right? So this is intended. So it's gonna look like the bullet's on top of the art, but that's fine. We can make bullets halfway transparent or something, but the actual collision box is a point. That's what we're doing here. Now this doesn't work, but why? STD min element. STD min element. Okay, so it is comma. Okay, that is right. So maybe instead we have to do bracket, whoa, bracket 0, comma, paste, 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 parentheses, semicolon, whoops, 0, bracket, comma, 2, 4, 6. Why doesn't that work? Build errors, this. No matching overloaded function found. Now we have an issue. Use STD min. Oh, yeah, I guess I can do that. No, min only takes 2 elements, doesn't it? No, now we have an issue again. No, now it's not working. Why is... I do have access to the STD library, right? Add. See out? Wait, why? Oh, no, this works. Yeah, basic outstream. So that works. No instance of overloaded function this matches. Can I just give it the whole goddamn array? And then max that array at 4? Also, I did this totally wrong because this is a 3 element array, like a dumbass. Can I just do that? There we go, that works. Okay. Holy shit. Damn, that was complicated, but now this does what I wanted to. Okay. Same thing here. We're gonna do STD max with the exact same parameters. Okay, sweet. Now we copy this because now we do the Y values of these. Chat, is it just me, or is this the single most efficient collision box check you've ever seen in your life? Woo! You already did it with an initializer list. Use that? What? Bruh, make a for loop and then check if the iterator is odd or even, like this. And then use STD min and max to get the element. Wrong, because STD min only takes 2 values. It's like a ranged for loop. You can't have sections of it to be iterated against. This is the entire array we're checking against. I can't pick and choose, right? But min underscore element, on the other hand, does indeed have sections of a thing you can check. The problem is what happens if every section is 1 element. Min element, Joe, it's the same thing, because this X min and max, we're iterating all of them now. These are separate arrays of only 4 elements. So now we do want min and max because that gives you the entire thing iterated against. I am correct. Okay, you can iterate whole arrays with min element as well. I don't want to iterate the whole array. I want to chat. Oh my God, I'm going to draw a picture. All right, I'm correct. I know I'm correct. I don't even know why I'm debating this. Okay, if we have an array with these elements, okay, well, no, that's not implied. With these elements, okay, we have 0, -1, 2. Okay, that's our array. If we have min, you know, this array is called like I or something like that. If we have min I bracket 0, I bracket 2, That indeed tests every element of this vector. But what happens, chat, if I want to, well, same with min element. If this was min underscore element, this would do the exact same thing. It would test the entire vector. But what happens, chat, if all I want to iterate against is 0 and 2, and that's it? Well, you can't use min. You have to use min element, except here's the problem. That does the exact same thing again. So what you have to do is you have to like swap these numbers and then only iterate 0 and the second element. And then you can find the thing. Does that make sense? It's fine until there's one missing spot, and that happened every single spot of the vector, right? Every single spot of this array, or this vector we're putting in, right, is a problem because every instance of it is like even odd, even odd, even odd, even odd, or something like that, right? It's XY, XY, XY. So min element doesn't help because then you have 4 elements that are all 1 element wide. It just doesn't help anything. So that's why we separated them into new vectors, and then we just test the entire thing. Here, by the way, we still don't test min element because it's the entire vector, and you might as well just use min. Min function compares 2 elements and returns minimum. What? You're lying. I don't believe you guys. Hold on. I don't believe you guys. I'm correct. All right, what's going on here? Where's my min? Oops, that was the wrong button. Okay, delete this, close out of this, delete this, search. Fuck! God damn it, I hate being wrong. Okay, all right, okay, never mind. I completely misunderstood. I thought, okay, Jesus Christ. I thought that element was the range and max always returned everything. Okay, my bad. Then again, chat, could I not do something like curly braces and then have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and curly braces? Could I not do that under min? Int even min, int even max, odd in, odd max. Oh God, code. Okay. Whew. Yes, you could. Okay, I'm gonna do that. That seems better. So copy, paste, comma, end curly brace, 1, 2. Okay, this is how you would do this. Okay, holy shit, that was so fucking complicated. Actually, that wasn't complicated at all, but now I know it. Okay, now we're cooking with fire. Now we're being sleazy. Okay, this is 1, this is 2. Fuck, I pressed build. Oh God, everything crashed. Okay, oh God, oh Jesus. Okay, hold on, turn off. How do I unhot reload? How did I do this? Stop. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I turned on debug mode and everything just crashed. Okay, let's fix this. Copy, paste. Okay, holy shit, we did it. Okay, beautiful. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. So now we need int min x, min x backs x, min y, max y, and all of these numbers are going to be min x equals that, max x equals that, Min y equals that. Max y is equal to that. Holy shit, that took forever. Okay. Min element, min and x max begin is smaller. This one is really nice. Another way to do it, but not use a pointer. Did I use a pointer? I don't think I did. Okay, so this does the exact same thing, except uses STD distance. I don't want to just copy and paste random standard library like functions without totally understanding what they do. So we're going to pass on that. So you're saying that this does not return anything? I guess I could just STD C out min X. Is that gonna break everything? I mean, it works. It's doing the whole screen, so it should be fine. It's not C-outing anything, which is a little bit of a problem. Yeah, it's not C-outing anything. Oh, because I didn't call the fucking function, Gary, you moron. Return false. Okay, we're gonna test hero collision in our game loop. We're gonna do it right there. Oh, it needs list containers. Oh god. List containers dot hero bracket element hero. Wait, hold on. I don't remember. It's been a while, chat. Hold on. Give me a second. Enemy ID, attack ID. Where am I rendering my guy? Oh, hero dot render. Okay, it is dot hero. And that's it. Right? Yeah, just a hero object. And then a vector. And this is going to take list containers L bullet dot vector. List containers dot spawn bullet. Okay, there we go. Go. It crashed. Exited with code -1 billion. Okay, well that's a problem. It must be this then, right? Where's my music? I need calm music. Hello, donut dealer. Oh, it's been a while. How you been? Hey, dumb thought. Is there an STD find? It's not random. He used STL. Maybe? Bro, use a loop? Yeah, well, for what? This? If you don't want to use S standard distance, use a pointer arithmetic in another way. Auto min xxxx index address pointer index minus the address of xxxx0. That seems way over my head. I'm doing great. How about you? I'm doing great. We're just doing some collision rectangle stuff. Why does that crash? Is it the C out? No. Why is that crashing? Comma. What is the template for min? How do I test a whole range of elements? Is that not good enough? Is it? Do I have to like specify? No, it is minimum. It should be calling its own function to like do stuff. Compiler Explorer. Oh God, what does this do? Oh God, it's this again. Here you go. What is Compiler Explorer? What is this? Oh, Jesus. Compilation failed? Wait, can I just copy and paste? No, this won't know what to do. Will it? No, it doesn't know like any of the information we know. Unless you've fed it all the information I have. Oh, no, this is the information I have. Oh, wait, hold on. You already gave it the function. You just made up your own values. Oh, I get it. I get what you're doing here. So min x is equal to std min array I min x. Oh. Oh, you're iterating. Oh God, that's so complicated. Is there really not an easy way to just find the minimum of a vector range? It seems like that's where a lot of my struggle is right now. It's just getting this rectangle to be the minimum x value and the minimum y value and max x and max y. And it seems like we're spending so, is there really not a way to specify that? Like, can I just give it like 4 elements and just find the lowest one? Is that really that difficult? Is there no such thing in C++ standard library where I can just put in like a range of elements and just find the minimum? But it does give me that example though. Hold on. Please, just, I want to search. Thank you. But when I search it on min, when I just search that, it gives me the option min element, ilist begin, ilist end, compare. Why do I have to compare? What is compare? It's the easiest way. That is the most easiest way. Oh God. Why do I have to compare? If I'm doing minimum, like clearly that is what I want to compare. Returns the smallest of values in initializer list, initializer list. Fuck? Initializer list with the value to compare. Comparison function object, an object that satisfies the requirements of compare, which returns true if A is less than B. But why do I have to compare? Why isn't that just automatic in the function? If I'm using std min, you would think I would want the minimum function. Do I really need a separate function to like clarify what I want? Why would it make me do that? I told you you need it is min element, but that doesn't answer my problem. So hold on, chat, just to be clear. All I want, okay? All I want is something, parentheses, give it a range of values, return the minimum. Or something, give it a range of values, return the maximum. It feels like, why do I have to tell the function that I want, I have to like make my own function to compare 2 elements? Why? Maybe that's what I want. Why do I have to compare 2 values in a separate function call for min and max? Min? That's what you got then. But I don't. Do I? Yeah, it crashes. In fact, I bet if I comment this out, it'll work. Lo and behold. In fact, I bet... Well, no, we can't print it, but... Yeah, so clearly we have a problem here with these values. So something's wrong. I think it's because now that we have a range, I have to put comma, and then... Or... No, it should work. Fine. Fine. All right, I'll listen. I am a listening man. So you're saying this needs to be dot begin. This needs to be dot end. Is that the context here? Dot begin, dot end, parentheses. Okay. But this still doesn't work, right? So that's what we're saying here. That's the syntax. It's begin and end function call. Don't use the subscript operator. You're trying to begin on a float. Yeah. Yeah? Is that bad? Still, though, the function fails. Because no suitable conversion from float to int exists. Oh, God. Why? Why isn't this a template, C++? Seriously, why? Why do I have to convert to int? Oh, God. You're telling me I have to make my own goddamn min-max shit? Oh, C++, you're killing me, dog. Oh, that's so cringy. Overlord Vim, I know you're doing my homework for me, and I very appreciate it. And I'm gonna look anyway, but don't feel compelled to, like, give me answers. I don't mind if it's like trigonometry math and shit, but if it's actual programming, I probably should just do this myself. Also, this doesn't work because we may or may not have figured that out ourselves. The problem is that this doesn't work because these are float values and they will remain float values. I guess I could just convert float to int. No, that would be really off though, with like rotated rectangles. That would like start having some clipping issues. What a conundrum. Is algorithm even included? We're using modules, bitch. Import std takes care of every single standard library that we care about. Obviously debugging is excluded, but whatever. Who needs that? We have our eyes. Wait, bullets I is wrong. Why do you loop through bullets? Because the idea here is bullets, we're not, okay, careful. This bullets here, this vector of bullets, this is not bullet list. This is spawn bullet. Basically, the idea here is that we're actually iterating through every spawned bullet on the screen that will be in a certain distance. Right now, it's just always returning true, so you don't see the value there. But if it's within a certain distance of a bullet, then we're gonna check the, we're gonna iterate through all of the spawned bullets within, ideally within a certain distance, but that's probably not how it's gonna work out. We'll just iterate through everything. It's because you have put min x and min y as int. No. Oh, wait, is that what I have to do? Oh my God, that would be so based. Float u int 64 to float exist. No suitable conversion function from std array iterator float. So there's no conversion from this to this. What? cannot convert this to a float. That compiler actually gives me the error there, so it's not an IntelliSense issue. Although that is true, IntelliSense does not like modules. Holy shit. There used to be such a thing called enumerated values chat, but oh my god, does it hate enumerated values. Why do I have VSync enabled? It seriously doesn't matter. Okay. If you're comparing bullet objects, you need to compare function. I'm not comparing bullet objects. I'm comparing the float values of the collision box of an instance of bullet. Wait a second. This needs to go in this curly brace because we're actually reiterating that every time we go through a different bullet. Thank you. I should go in this for loop. Can you please import algorithm? It is already imported. Algorithm module? There is no algorithm module unless you're saying like algorithm. Like we import it like a C header or something. Incomplete type is not allowed. Incomplete type is not allowed. How is this an incomplete type? Local variable is not initialized? Yes, it is. Unless I have to give it like that or something. The fuck? What do you mean you're not initialized? Of course you're initialized. Yeah, incomplete class type is not allowed. The fuck? Can you show me the min elements error again? Import array? No! IntelliSense, are you fucking me? Or not? Oh my god, no. Not IntelliSense modules? This is the... oh my god. Import array. No, that doesn't work. No, that doesn't matter. We don't need these. We shouldn't. Import std does take care of this. That's how it should be. But why? Or no, why is it not working? I guess I can just copy and paste this for now. Hold on. Copy. Paste here. And then copy, and then paste, and then paste. And then this is Y. Okay, so now that that's done, we're having issues here with the min and max element does not match the argument list. What does that mean? Try fixing the rest. You say it's initialized. How do you know it's initialized? std array has a default initializer. You have to dereference the min x, min y? Dereference? What do you mean dereference? It's not even referenced. It's never even initialized. It's just there, and then we make it equal to this array. But we're telling me that individual elements of this array... Oh, wait, is it? Hold on. I just realized. Is it having issues? Hold on, does min element, does that actually return the float value? Or does that just return x min max dot 2 or something like that? Bracket 2. So it's returning the location of that element. It returns an iterator. It returns the float value. Not float. It returns the iterator. Oh. So we cannot make it equal to the float value. So now we need another loop. Okay, I got you. STD array float comma 4 results. Okay, I get it now. So at the end of this, we're gonna say min x is not equal to that. It's equal to results bracket 0. And then later on, we'll make it equal to that. So results dot, or not dot, it's 1. Results 2. Results 3. And this is going to be size 4. Now, min x is equal to results 0. You guys get what I'm getting at here? You smelling what I'm cooking? Max x is equal to... I feel like we could have done this in a loop. Should we have done this in a loop? I feel like we should have done this in a loop. Min y is equal to results 2. Max y is equal to results 3. Because now we're using values, but we're still having issues with the function. So maybe now we import algorithm semicolon. But now we have issues with initialization, but okay. But this works now. Just put a star in front of min element? Do std min element? What? Try to understand the error. Stop doing random shit. Look at the return type of min element. It returns the float value. So you're saying if I put pointer here and pointer here. Oh my god, it fucking worked. Oh, chat. I'm not gonna say C++ is a syntax hell, but I am gonna say I'm a fucking moron. Okay, I am clearly low IQ. Okay, I am an 80 IQ drooling idiot. For holy shit. It also won't work. C++ is fine, please. It is fine. I admit it. Also, yes, this does work. Hold on, I'll show you. We'll print out the value. I don't need to have this extra dumbass array here, but bear with me a second. So, all we're gonna do is std cout. Don't coroutine handle. Fuck. Cout min x. End line. I hope that's the right direction. Go. Fuck. Value type is not a what? Missing a semicolon. What? Okay, hold on. Clearly we have issues. So utility. The fuck? So this should be min x. Max x. Min y. Max y. All right, I'm gonna look at chat. Are you guys gonna end up screaming at me? Let's find out. Put a star in front of std min. Oh, chat. Damn, you're smart. Pointer there? How in the fuck? I have never seen that. Hold on, we are gonna look at the reference sheet. That makes no sense to me. Why would you put a pointer at the beginning of a function? That's a thing you can do? That must be like a C++ thing. And it crashed. That's not a pointer. That's an overloaded star operator. This is what happens when you try to move forward taking multiple steps. No, we're agile here. It's okay. It's planned. Oh my god, that's not the reference I wanted. I wanted this. Okay, min element. So where is this star operator? Control F, star. Okay, what's going on here? First, smallest. Smallest is equal to first. Return smallest. Okay. Example. He has an int vector of 6 elements. Min element, v begin, v end. Result. Iterator? Wait. Oh, and then you return the value of result. Or is that a pointer? Vector int iterator? Wait, I can do that? I can make this be like, I'm not saying we're gonna do it, but like std array iterator result is equal to that. I can do that? No, this doesn't work. So this might be like a vector thing. But still we crash. Still we crash. Why do we crash? Is it the see out thing? No, it just crashes in general, but only when we call this function. Is it an issue with... No, it's fine if these guys are uninitialized. Is it the issue because we're iterating through like a bunch of stuff and the computer just can't handle it? Type name std array float 8 iterator. Oh. So what I should do is not have these, and instead right here have std array float 4 iterator. Not have a star there. Actually, I don't know if they should be 4. That might be 8. Oh, it is 8. Okay. Oh, now it has an issue? Wait, 4? Oh, that worked. Okay, I'm not gonna question it. So does that work? No, it still crashes. But I think this is a better... I like this more. This is more clear to me. Just leave it be. No need to store the iterator. I like storing the iterator, unless it's like computer resource reasons why we wouldn't. This is what happens when you try to move forward by taking multiple steps instead of just taking one step. Oh! Oh no, oh, chat. Oh my god, I was so far behind you guys. I am so sorry. Oh my lord. Look at this. I was scrolled up. I was reading like, where was I? Oh my god, I was so far behind. I was reading like here. I was like way off. I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh my god. I look at Twitch chat. I'm like, wait, this is a bunch of stuff here I haven't seen yet. Wait, what? Okay. If it seemed like I wasn't reading chat, it's because I literally wasn't reading chat. I was behind like probably multiple minutes compared to what you guys were saying. So now I am caught up with you. Okay, what are you guys saying here? I still don't understand why you I address 2 and not J address 2 or J mod 2. I don't know. That would be the smarter way to do things, yes. Oh my God. Also, now min-x is shadowing min-x. Joke's on you. I erased the original. So this is the only min-x in the function. Now you have to dereference the iterator again. Oh my God, wait, this is I have to dereference this shit? Wait, I thought STD arrays were all automatically deleted at the end of the scope. Is that not what is happening here? Once the scope of the function ends, doesn't any STD array, anything, get deleted automatically? Isn't that RAII or whatever? IMod 2 means you get the odd even position of... Oh, chat, collision is so complicated when I can't just... Do you guys remember the good old days when we had SDL point in F rect, and all we had to feed it was just a point and a rectangle, and it returned true, and it was so beautiful, and it was so easy, and it was so nice, and we were so naive. The moment you want to rotate a rectangle, you get this shit. Oh God. We made this is a module to rotate and create rectangles. We made this shit. Then we had to rotate them and shit under the bullets. Oh my God, chat, this project, let me tell you. Now we have to make a collision shit. Ugh. You're doing too many things at once. Yeah, I'm learning. You have the address of min-x, but not the float itself. Yes, I do. What I do is now, whenever I want to use it, I use the address min-x, correct? Whenever I want to reference the value in this, I just have to use the address, or this pointer mx, basically, min-x. Don't involve bullets vector. Make a function to test a single bullet collision. Yeah, that might be the way to go. Because we're only ever doing this when this rectangle boundary, when the point is in the boundary around a collision box, if that's true. So I guess what I could do is we can call this function and then pass in that instance of bullets, this vector, and then maybe we return, instead of a bool type, maybe we return a bullet of the successful boundary collision, and then we test for collision on the bullet. That would make this a lot easier. Maybe that is the way to go. Because I don't need a return type true on this if we're not going to have a giant if statement. I could just return, and instead of bool, we return a bullet. So we could have like bool, bullet, and then return whatever bullet is in the vector that returns. That might be the better way to go. Chat, am I gonna have to delete all of this and start over now? Oh my God, I do, don't I? Oh God, I get it. Okay, chat, I learned so much today. I'm also so happy you guys have patience with me. Listen, I'm learning, okay? We're learning together. Remember, I started C++ like 110, 15, 120 hours ago, okay? That's how much C++ experience I have, all right? So all this like iterator shit is like way over my head, but we're gonna learn together, okay? We learned about, what did we learn today? We learned about standard min, max, min element, max element. We learned how to more correctly iterate through things. Not the correct answer, but we learned more about it. I think what we're gonna do tomorrow let's just make sure the game even runs. Oh God. Oh, hold on. Return true. I think what we're gonna do tomorrow is we're gonna start this collision box thing over. Not the box itself, but the collision check. And I think we're gonna do it where if we're in the boundary of an individual bullet, if we're in the boundary of it, then we test for collision with that instance of that bullet. I think that's what we do. That seems like a better solution than what we currently have. And then once we're in range, then we test for collision with that box. And that's going to be significantly easier to program, I think. Okay. 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 Whew. We all took a breather. We're all good. Get rid of rectangle boundary. It's clouding your thinking. Divide and conquer. Maybe. I think you're probably right. I suggest you watch Handmade Hero game development series. I would like to figure out the problem, or at least attempt the problem on my own before I start, you know, looking at other people's solutions. The problem is, chat, listen, I know myself and I know myself well, okay? If I just see somebody else already have a solution, I'm just gonna copy and paste and I'm not gonna learn anything, okay? Now, this may be frustrating for you. It probably is frustrating for you. This is frustrating for you, but understand that I am learning so much right now, okay? We started this whole project, by the way, like barely being able to initialize SDL correctly, okay? We made click and rotate the banana, okay? That was our first like application experience, and we jumped straight into this. So we learned so much. We've been doing this since like what, lesson... Oh God, when did we start on this? Lesson 20? So, I mean, we've been working on this then for 60 to 80 hours on this one big game. Yeah, that seems about right. We learned so much, chat. We're learning so much. Oh, so many modules and so many functions we've called. So many functions we made. Ooh, look how cool this is. And all we need now is collision. Because chat, here's what's juicy, okay? Once we're done with collision and parallaxing backgrounds, but that's gonna be significantly easier than collisions, and audio, we're actually ready to design the game. Oh my God, chat, we're ready to just start making a game. Oh shit. Export bool, test hero collision, const hero, const bullet, write stuff here. Yeah, basically. All right, turn off made. Let's end today before we all tear each other's heads off. All right, Yara, you get a quick B because you've been super helpful today. You get a little buzz, motherfuckers. Okay, come here, chat. Come here. You know what you get today, chat? You get to come down here. Don't dodge this responsibility. There you go. You get a little kiss. Mwah. And then you hold on. You know what, chat? I won't even for you. Mwah. 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 Mwah.